This tutorial is for students who are ready to start the Level 2 weaving project in the Fiber Arts Center, which is weaving on a circular loom. You should only be working on this project if you've already completed the Level 1 project, which is weaving on a rectangular loom. If you haven't done that yet, you can check out my YouTube page and I have all the tutorials available for that. So what we're going to be doing today is we're just going to be dressing our loom. So we're going to be making our warp strings that we're going to be weaving on. So some of the supplies that you're going to need for this project, which are all available in the Fiber Arts Center, are scissors, tape, a pencil, yarn, and a paper plate. So circular looms can be made of wood, cardboard, all different kinds of materials, but since we're just starting out, we're going to be using paper plates. I also have a pattern to help you kind of evenly space out your notches. And there are 13 notches on this pattern. You always want to have an odd number of notches when you are making a loom. So if you get really into this one day and you want to make your own loom, then just know that when it's a circular loom, you want there to be an odd number. So 17, 21, something like that. So we're just going to place this on top, and I want to remember first to write my name and my class code. So if you are in 4th grade and you are in Peterson's class, you can write like 4P. Okay, so I'm going to drop my paper plate pattern on top, and I'm going to go inside these little red notches, and with my pencil I'm just going to make a little mark. Now I'm making them nice and dark so that you can see them on the video, but you can make them pretty light just as long as you can see them. And we're doing it on the back side so that they don't show later if we want to keep our weaving on the loom. So now I'm just going to grab my scissors and I'm going to snip on those notches, and I'm only going to go down a little bit, like not even a ½ inch, because I don't want to go down too far, because then my warp strings are going to go really deep and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to have these kind of on the edges. Okay, so now I have my 13 notches. I'm going to grab my yarn. You can do it right off of the ball or the spool at this point, and start a little bit past the middle, and then you're going to go into your first notch. Any notch that you choose first is your first notch. There's no particular one. And then I'm going to get a little bit of tape. Just go across here. Make sure you don't cover your name with the tape. And then we're going to go find one that's across. Now none of them are going to be perfectly across, so find one that's sort of almost directly across. Once you choose that, so you don't want to pull too hard, you want to go around and then find the next one that's sort of across. Okay, we're just going to do that. So while I'm doing this, I'm actually crossing the back too. Around here, here. Okay, so I'll weave a little bit of, kind of unravel a little bit off of my spool or my yarn ball at a time. Okay, now you'll notice you're going to have one notch that's not going to have one across from it anymore. So you're going to go all the way across, take this, hold it to the end of the plate, and then snip. And then you can put your yarn aside. And you're going to go kind of the opposite of that. You're going to take your finger, slide up, and pinch, and then you're gonna go pull this underneath like that, and then you're gonna loop it through and basically tie it, so it's gonna kind of look like that. Then you can take this and go under and through one more time and pull it. And now you have a nice secure knot in the middle, so you can see it's like that. Okay? And that is how how you dress your circular loom. You can move on to the next video after you do all these steps, which is going to be starting your weft strings.